86 Israeli companies are traded on NASDAQ, the third country following the USA and China. According to the World Bank, Israel's gross domestic product, GDP, surged from $3 billion in 1960 and $132 billion in 2000 to $296 billion in 2015, and Israel's GDP per capita almost tripled from 13,500 in 2000 to 35,500 in 2015. During the 2009-2015 global economic crisis, Israel experienced a 42% surge of GDP without a stimulus package, compared to the Euroblock's decline of 10.5% and the OECD's, the advanced economies of the world, 9.5% increase. Israel's government debt to GDP ratio, the Achilles heel of most countries, has been reduced from 100% in 2002 to 63.9% in 2016, compared with the Euroblock's 90.7% and the OECD's 94%. Israel's foreign exchange reserves, which are critical to sustaining global confidence in Israel's economy and Israel's capabilities during the emergencies, soared from $25 billion in 2004 to $90 billion in 2016. In 2016, the three leading global credit rating companies expressed confidence in the long-term viability of Israel's economy. For instance, Standard & Poor's sustained an A+ rating with stable outlook. Fitch upgraded Israel's credit rating outlook to positive, while retaining its A rating, and Moody's sustained an A1 rating with stable outlook. The International Monetary Fund's latest report on Israel reads, welcoming Israel's strong economic performance and the favorable near-term outlook. From the 450% galloping inflation of 1984, Israel manages to hold inflation in check, around 0%, while the budget deficit and unemployment are 2% and 5% respectively, significantly lower than the advanced economies of the OECD average of 7% and 8%. Israel's labor force participation rate is expanding at 66%. Israel's economy has expanded by 180% over the past 20 years, while the population, 8.4 million, has grown by 45%. According to the British Economist Intelligence Unit, Israel is bucking the global trend. Global fundraising by startups was down by more than 1/3 in the first quarter of 2016 from its peak in the third quarter of 2015. However, fundraising by Israeli startups increased in the final quarter of 2015. It is on track to match or exceed its first quarter 2016 total of $1 billion. One reason is the flow of Chinese capital into Israel, most of which is aimed at longer-term investment as a means of gaining access to Israeli technology. The Shanghai Jiao-Tong University's academic ranking of world universities, one of the three most influential rankings, includes 2 Israeli universities among the top 20 computer science universities in the world. 16 are from the USA, 2 from Israel, 1 each from Canada and Switzerland. The Swiss-based World Economic Forum reports that Israel dedicates 4.21% of its GDP to research and development, the highest proportion in the world, ahead of South Korea, Japan, Finland, Sweden, Taiwan, Germany, the USA, and the advanced countries of the OECD. In the face of scarce resources and unique military and economic challenges, Israel is a global leader in innovation, including engineering manpower per capita, 104 Israelis per 10,000, ahead of the USA with 85 per 10,000. Both Israel and the USA are well ahead of the rest of the world. The USA and Israel are also global co-leaders in the areas of research, development, manufacturing, and launching of mini, small, and medium-sized space satellites, the two of only 8 countries launching space satellites. Israel's demography bodes well for the future of its economy and national security. Israel's population is the youngest in the OECD countries, median age 31 compared to 42 in the OECD countries, featuring the highest fertility rate over 3 births per woman, including an unprecedented surge in secular fertility. In hindsight, the scarcity of resources and the ongoing wars and terrorism have been just bumps on the road to unprecedented economic and technological growth in Israel. The next video will highlight Israel's unprecedented integration into the global economy.